Tonight we are talking about policing and what local leaders are doing in light of rising crime. Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler has declared a state of emergency this week after a new report showed that Portland's gun violence has gone up faster than similar cities of this size. The report shows an increase of more than 200%. So how do we stop it? If you ask some people, they'll say you need more police. Others will say police don't really help reduce crime and that they should be defunded. These people say there are other solutions to solving violence, like investing into community groups to create long-term change. Well, Portland's mayor is now trying to ride that line. The city is trying to fill hundreds of police positions over the next few years. And this is after taking millions away from the police budget 2 years ago. Wheeler says he doesn't think people want to defund the police anymore.
I think that public sentiment has changed. I think there is an acknowledgement that good policing does not necessarily equal less or no policing. Good policing still requires law enforcement professionals, but how they do their job also matters to us. So that means they have to be transparent, they have to be accountable as much as possible. The makeup of the police bureau should reflect the community that it serves.
Okay, so what do Oregonians think of defunding the police? According to a July 2021 poll, so last summer, this was conducted statewide by the Oregon Values and Belief Center, 27% of respondents from around the state said they strongly or somewhat support eliminating their local police departments. Instead, they wanted to send those funds directly to community groups or social workers. On the other side, a whopping 67% said they oppose eliminating police, and 7% said they weren't really sure. However, 53% of Oregonians said they support reducing some police funding. Well, Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler is trying to make both sides happy now. He is trying to hire new police officers, but he's also announcing a plan to try and reduce gun violence with targeted intervention by community groups. He wants to aim that energy at specific parts of the city. Here's Evan Watson to explain.
Emergency declarations can get results that the status quo just can't.
Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler has announced emergency action for the city's gun violence crisis.
Portland's rate of gun violence has increased faster than many of our peer cities, 207% since 2019.
Wheeler says his Safer Summer PDX plan focuses on connecting with people who are most likely to be affected or participate in gun violence, based on data from the past 3 years of shootings. City leaders say this is a proactive step that they will use in shooting hotspots around Portland, rather than focusing on arrests or prosecutions. Portland will use community-based outreach workers, not law enforcement, to handle interventions.
I have lived experience in the realm of gun violence. Shootings and homicides have greatly impacted myself, those around me, and my community. Our team will work with community members that are most impacted by gun violence to help break this cycle.
Kendall Ashley says he believes this approach is the right way to address this surge in gun violence.
Our 3 objectives of the summer efforts are to engage and persuade those most likely to shoot not to shoot, engage those on the fences to participate in social activities to keep them off the streets and to keep them from roaming or interacting with these people that are shooting, and then invest in neighborhoods and communities that are most impacted by gun violence.
A study of Portland shootings found about 200 people are responsible for the majority of the city's shootings, and most are group-related, which include gang involvement. Gun killings and shootings more than doubled in Portland between 2019 and 2021. Wheeler said his indefinite emergency declaration allows the city to better centralize its resources.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, what we will be judged by in those neighborhoods is, do they see a decrease in gun violence? If they do, they'll know the program's working. If they don't, they'll know it isn't. And they'll hold us accountable for it. I guarantee you that.
Evan Watson, KGW News.
All right, Evan Watson joining us now. And Evan, how will the city gauge whether this program works?
So we know homicides more than doubled and shootings more than tripled between 2019 and 2021. With that said, I asked Mayor Wheeler why this plan sets a benchmark of a 10% reduction in gun violence over the next 2 years. Wouldn't it need to be much more significant to counteract those recent gains in the violence? He said that number is just a baseline, and the city hopes to do much better, but as of now, that's the listed goal for this program.
Okay, and as we talk a lot about the rising crime and continued efforts to staff up the Portland Police Bureau, Evan, are they getting any closer to hiring more officers?
Some good news there. 16 new officers, 1 chaplain, 6 new professional staff members, and 1 PS3 sworn in just yesterday. They're part of the 300 additional Police Bureau staff they want to hire over the next 3 years. Here's Police Chief Chuck Lavelle on what he sees is missing.
We need investigative bodies, detectives. We move people from cold case and property crimes to focus on just this huge rise in gun violence. But that's important work, too, that needs to get done as well. So we're always looking to hire new people that want to come in and have a heart for service and want to serve the city. Portland's a great place to come do it. Lateral officers and other places that are looking for another opportunity, we're happy to welcome them as well. But I think for us to really do the things that we need to do as a police bureau and give the service that we want to give to our community, we're going to need the proper staffing to do it.
All right, Evan, thank you for that report.